this is Maria and welcome back to the Grove. Today I'm gonna show you how to propagate a devil's ivy. But before that, I want to show you the house plants I've got in my home. Keep on watching and let's do it. This is my makeshift wall garden and I've got these wire shelvings from Kmart. I flinched a little when I drilled holes into the wall, but I am happy with how it turned out. Let's get closer and examine each plant. First one is the Snow Queen. This started off from a cutting given to me by my friend Kelvin, and now it's healthy and lush, and it keeps growing. I really like looking at this one. Next one is an orchid gifted to me by my friend Rio. This has survived many seasons and it's still growing. Look at that new leaf coming out. And this is my lucky bamboo. I bought this from Bunnings and it's still growing. I haven't killed it yet. This next one is a succulent called Tree of Love. I think I picked it from somewhere and propagated it, and this looks like this now. I don't know what's wrong with it. And this one is an avocado which I propagated from a seed. Look at that. It still is in its water container and it's growing roots. But it's growing healthy. This is the devil's ivy that we're gonna propagate today. It started as a propagated plant from my friend Daisy, and she gave it to me when I went and visited her in her house. And now it's growing very long and needs some trimming. So that's my wall garden, and below it, beside the window, is my peace lily. And looking out is still a work in progress outside. And this next one is a plant called Whipping Fig. I got this from Mount Barker when I went there and visited the farmer's market. It's really nice. And then just here we have the bird's nest fern. I bought this from Virginia Nursery and it's really good. The leaves are really nice to look at. And right to the next window is my happy plant. I also bought this from Mount Barker, and look how nice looking the variegated leaves are. It had some issues with some spots on the leaves, but it's contained now. And right next to the couch is the peperomia. I got this from Virginia Nursery as well, and it's really lush looking. Good looking plant, you. And here's another peace lily from Bunnings. Looking a little bit sad. And here is my rubber plant. I bought this from IKEA, I think. It only had 3 leaves back then, I think 3 years ago. And now it's springtime. It's really growing quickly and producing a lot of leaves in a short time. And next to it is the arrowhead plant. I got this from Bunnings. It was little back then and now it has grown, but I think it's having some issues. You see that yellow coloring on the leaves. I think I'll need to feed it with some fertilizer. And in the dining table is the zebra aloe plant. This was gifted to me by my boyfriend Sam on my birthday 2 years ago. It used to have 3 baby aloes, but I overwatered them, they died, and only one survived. So, yeah. And this next one is the umbrella tree. Look at that, very luscious, very lush. And it keeps on giving more leaves, new leaves, especially now that it's springtime. I have this for 3 years and it started very small. And now it's really big, tall. Love it. And next to it is my monstera. I just bought this recently from Virginia Nursery. I was lucky to have this one, which has many leaves growing, and there are 2 coming. Then next one is a jade plant, which I propagated from my picking from Chai's plant. She didn't know. And then this one here is another set of bird's nest fern, which I've planted in a bigger pot. So it's really looking good. And right next to it is the ZZ plant. This plant is so sad. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe I overwatered it. So those are my house plants. I hope you like them. And if you have any recommendations on how to make them look better, just let me know in the comments below. Now we are now going to cut a part of the devil's ivy so that we can propagate them. When propagating a devil's ivy, the rule of thumb is to cut it just below the node. I'll show you how. Let's do it. Now as you can see here, we've got the end of the devil's ivy. If you look at the back, you will see some nodes coming out behind it. So there's one, another one here, and another one up there. So they like go on a straight line there at the back. So let's take a look closer. So you have 2 nodes there, and I want to cut it from here, just below that. Or you can cut it from the other one, but we just need to cut from right here to show you how to propagate it. And snip! And so this is our cutting. If you notice, I cut just below the node here. And it also have another node here, which is good. That means we'll get many roots for this cutting. As you can see, you don't really need to cut a lot from the parent plant. This one will do. So all you need now is a bottle with water in it or a glass. So yeah, you just have to pop it in there. Make sure that the nodes are below the water line. See? I know that you cannot see behind this sticker, which I did not manage to remove. I'll try. Oops, it's not. It's too gooey. Anyway, the idea is to have both of the nodes in the water, under the water line, right? And just in a few weeks, you will have new roots growing out of the nodes. And I have done a few propagation few months back, and now look at that. Nice looking healthy roots. And this is now ready for repotting, or you can just leave it in the bottle for until it grows more. So this is one, and I have got another one. So if you notice, this one is just only a leaf here, and already it's got 3 roots in it. And there's another one here. So this is a new one. And there you have it. This is how we propagate a devil's ivy. I hope you liked this episode. Give me a thumbs up and please don't forget to subscribe. See you next time at the Grove.